Pop Day with the Cherry on Top's design team. Today we are focusing on using triangles on our projects. I may have cheated just a tiny bit. I have 3 of these triangles stacked cut files from Cut to You. I think I have 4, and then I have 4 2x3 photos that we're going to be using today. And for products, I'm going to be using this amazing line from P13. This is the Sugar and Spice collection. I'm kind of showing you all the different parts of the collection that I ordered from the shop, and I just love them. It's a really fun food collection. There's also some really pretty florals. Definitely going to be fussy cutting some of that paper, and then this is the single sheets that I got. I'm just going to show you the A sides and the B sides. If you need some yummy dessert themed products, this is a really great collection. The colors are really soft and really nice. I'm going to be using a lot of like the sweet stuff because these pages that I'm scrapbooking are of my niece. She was super duper excited to get some cotton candy at the local carnival, and she was so cute with it. There will be another cotton candy picture coming up because I do have another couple that I really love and want to scrapbook. Okay, so let's get started by backing the cut file with all those pretty patterns. So now that I have the cut files backed, I'm going to go ahead and kind of lay my cut files out. So my idea is to have them kind of go up and down the page, and then I'm going to go ahead and add one of my photos to each of these stacked triangles. So there'll be a stacked triangle and it will point to each of the 4 photos. So I really like that configuration. I'm going to go ahead and get these cut files just right down onto my layout. I know I'm going to be layering stuff on top of them, so I'm not going to use any kind of foam tape today, but I do want to get them straight across. So once I have the first one down, I'm going to go ahead and use my T-square ruler to get the other 3 kind of lined up. Someone pointed out on one of my last videos that this is kind of a hack. So yes, use washi tape to get your T-square ruler to stay put and to keep it from shifting while you go ahead and adhere whatever it is you're wanting to get straight onto your page. Next up, I am going to go ahead and mat each of my 4 photos with a pattern from the papers that I have. I'm just going to give them a little bit of a border, not a big one, just a little one, just to kind of so it'll sit up and away from my background. Now that I have my photos in place, you can kind of get the idea of the page design I'm going to go for today. Next, I'm going to start with the ephemera pack because P13's ephemera, I know it's larger than the fussy cut pieces from the 112 by 12 sheet, and I know that I want to add my large elements to my layout first before I add the other ones to layer on top and add dimension, things like that. So I'm just picking 4 of these kind of larger die cuts. Now I'm going to grab this 12 by 12 sheet with all these gorgeous images on it, and I'm going to do some fussy cutting to give myself a couple of smaller die cuts for my page. I decided that I wanted a little more color on my page, just a little pop across the top and the bottom. I was also considering and playing with the idea of adding some my title across the top. In the end, I don't add my title across that top piece, but that was kind of where my head was. I also I wanted some more color. I felt like this layout was turning a bit too white, and I wanted to bring in some more of the patterns from the collection, especially this one. This is like my favorite pattern from the whole collection. It's just this gorgeous, like deep, dark pinky peach, and it has all these really cute scripty words on it. Really, really, really like that one. So I'm just going to add that, collect out, and clip off the edges because nothing 12 by 12 is actually the same size. If you are interested, my background paper is some Basil Smoothie Coconut Swirl cardstock. I just get that in, add a cherry on top, and it's like the white cardstock. I'm a little picky about whites. I'm just going to toss that out there. So I fussy cut the elements from that 12 by 12 sheet that I thought I would use. What I did was as I fussy cut them, I tucked them in so that I didn't fussy cut more than what I was going to need for this layout. I really didn't want to fussy cut more than what I needed for this particular layout. I wasn't in a fussy cutting mood, but I just cut enough so that I could kind of even out and allow those clusters to be nice and full. There were also all these cute little stars on the page or on the cut apart sheet, which I thought would be perfect. And I'm using them to kind of help your eye to go like top to bottom. This design is a little unusual than what I normally do. So it kind of has this up down feel to it. And so I wanted to make sure there was a combining element that was in all of the clusters and that was something your eye could kind of follow to take you through all of the photos. So you kind of have to, your eye kind of has to go down and then up and then down and then up. But by having those stars there, I thought it made it just a little bit easier for you to be able to look over the layout completely. The graphics and elements in this collection are so cute, you guys, like so cute. So this is my original idea for a title. I was going to put the Sweet Life up here across the top, but as you can see, I wasn't getting enough contrast. Like those white stickers were not doing it. They were just kind of blending in. So I'm going to pull them up and start with another idea. So I went ahead, I went through all of my thickers, and I pulled out these Fitzgerald ones, which are crazy old, but that's good, right? Because I'm really trying to use up my thicker stash and get them out of my craft room. So I'm going to use the title, The Sweet Life, and I'm going to kind of play with placement. I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work. So I kind of fidget with it a little bit, and in the end, I go ahead and go with this title placement. Initially I kind of thought, well, I would have the title kind of bounce, so it was kind of like above and below the photos, but it wasn't really working for me that way. I wasn't loving it, so I just decided to go with it being kind of this way across the page, and yeah, I think that worked out pretty good. And I like the title placement. So my title is The Sweet Life. And when you see the close-ups of these photos, you'll know why. Because this little munchkin, she was enjoying that cotton candy. I'm going to grab some Catherine Polar Aquatini ink. And I'm just going to date my photo. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a smattering of sequins to my layout, just some coordinating sequins from my stash. Trim off the edge there, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna add, oh wait, no, I totally forgot. I'm gonna grab some of these little circle cardstock stickers from the collection, and I'm gonna pop them around the page just at a couple spots that I feel needed a little bit more embellishment. For example, I felt like my label that has the date stamp on it is looking a little sad right there, just a little sad. And there were a couple other spots that I felt like I wanted to bring a little bit more attention to. So I'm just going to pop those up, And then I'm going to add a smattering of sequins around my layout. And that's where we are going to call this one done. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to leave a comment down below for a chance to win a gift certificate to a cherry on top. And I will list all of the products that I used on my layout from the shop in the description box, as well as the hop, so that you can hop along and go see everybody else's projects. Talk to you soon. Bye.